Yo, what's up, everybody? Working man, blue collar sense, back on the scene with another video. I'm in the command center. You know what I'm saying? Working somewhere, doing what I do. Want to talk about my pickups that I got from yesterday from Burlington and also my fragrance rotation for this week. Now, this is not all my fragrances. Just gonna talk about this new one that I got week before last. This one that I got from the Burlington in Panama City Beach, Florida. Very beautiful store. Man, that got to be the cleanest Burlington I've ever seen in my life. The floors were waxed, and even though the fragrance section wasn't that big, they had decent fragrances. And to be honest with you, their red tags were priced a little bit lower than what I've seen locally here in Jacksonville. Anyway, I digress. Just want to talk about what I'm wearing, what I've been wearing. So let's start off with Rayhan Pacific. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. This fragrance, it's kind of it gotta grow on me, man, because I'm not feeling the opening, but I like the dry down. So I'm gonna get on Fragnatica right now, and finna pull this up. Got my iPhone right here. That's what I'm looking at. All right, let's get on Fragnatica. And if you guys are not on Fragnatica and you ever want to look up a fragrance before you buy it, especially something that's seasonal, because right now it's all just being spring, so but like I said, if you live in the South, man, one day it can be, as we get ready to go into summer, it can be cold. Like in Jacksonville, we had rain. It's been cold. It was 50 degrees. It's cool all day long. So you could have pulled out something like I pulled out Zamaya Sharif, which is an angel share clone. I wore that. I wore another one that I'll talk about tomorrow that I let macerate just a little bit, and it smells even better than when I first bought it. When I first bought it, it was pretty good. I think it's called Zamaya Kasa. Very beautiful bottle. Bald Eagle. It has a very like a heavy brass top. It doesn't smell like anything else I have in my collection, man. I love finding fragrances that are not popular, when I can. Mass appeal ain't nothing wrong with mass appealing, man, but like I just like to smell. I don't want to smell like everybody else. But let's talk about Rayhan's Pacific for him. All right. It's I believe it's not one of the newer Rayhans that's come out, like like the ones that are like the clones of different more expensive creeds and stuff like that, or Cal Fetties, like the YouTuber. I don't even know his name. Sorry, I'm trying not to butcher your name, but it's not something that's newer. This is one of the older ones. I found this in Burlington for like $24, and seeing how it's spring going into summer, I was like, at least grab one. But I am gonna be picking up some of those Nautica fragrances that I looked at Bell's. They're cheap at Burlington. They cheap too. $16.99. I mean, you Nautica Voyages. You can't beat that, man, for the price. So let's look this up and let's just tell you what's in it, and then we're gonna talk about these other three that I got, and we're gonna keep it pushing. So we can make this nice and sweet, nice and short. This is Rayhan Pacific. Let's talk about the notes. This is regular Rayhan Pacific. Citrus, main accords. Citrus, aromatic, fresh, spicy, lavender, warm, woody, and spicy. All right. So like I told you, decent box. I like the design on there. It's kind of like painted on there. And I'm giving you my full review on all four of these tonight. So you do smell the citrus in there. Let's put it in there. Great atomizer. Oh man, that thing will knock you out. Great atomizer. Heavy citrus in the opening. Spring and summer. That's why I got this spring and summer. All right. Definitely for the day, not for the night. This is on Fragnatica. Definitely spring and summer. So this came out in 2022. All right. And this is actually my first Rayham fragrance. Hopefully this year, maybe I can add a few more of the newer ones. But for right now, I'm just going to stick with picking up some of these joints that's been around for a while. All right. Bergamot, lemon, back to the notes. Top notes: bergamot, lemon, tangerine, cardamom, lavender in the middle, and cypress. And the base notes is amber. So this is definitely a decent, a very good, masculine, fresh scent. I saw it had like 3.7 stars on it, moderate longevity, you know what I'm saying? But you can always change that, guys, by just overspraying it. You know what I'm saying? Just overspraying it. Definitely leans more male than female, even though it's labeled as a unisex fragrance. But you know, with citrus fragrances and you're trying to, you know, be woody, spicy, whatever, you could definitely layer this with Blue de Chanel if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of layering. I be trying stuff just to see how it works on my skin, how I smell, how I feel, you know, feel on that day or for that occasion, right? So that's just specific. Pacific. Sorry, I'm butchering the name. Think about the Pacific Ocean. You know what I'm saying? By Rayhan, right? Next up is Dossier Amber. Ambery Peach. And the notes are right on there, man. Peach, orange, bitter almond, cardamom. Middle notes: jasmine, Davina, Ez, rum, vetiver, manly vetiver. Base notes: patchouli, vanilla, oak moss, and tonka bean. And I've always talked about tonka bean. If you don't know, oak moss, patchouli. I like frankincense. I like myrrh. Anything that smells manly on me, man, I like it. But I also like to smell fresh and clean. You know, like fresh out the shower, like a green shower gel, blue shower gel. But I want to be manly. This ambery peach just covers the bases, man. I mean, just a little dent in there. Almost dropped the bottle, y'all. Don't drop the bottle. Oh, my Lord. This smells like $800 fragrance. $19.99. Vegan friendly. In fact, let me just go ahead and just... And yeah, you're going to see me do that a lot on the video. I might end up putting all these on. But let me leave this right on for this last one, okay? And that's Ambery Peach by Dossier. Burlington is loaded with these fragrances, y'all. I saw, if you look at my recent video I just posted last night, they had a impersonation of Ralph Lauren Blue. They had an impersonation of Killian's Angel Share. And they had an impersonation of Aqua di Gio in there. So if you see those in there, man, for $20, pick it up, man. And these are only, I want to say these are 1.7. These are 1.7 ounces. And what I found out in my fragrance journey, I don't need all these bottles, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell all my guys, buy something that you're going to wear and wear it. And probably at some point this year, I'm going to sell off a lot of stuff in my collection that I'm not wearing. And I want to focus on fragrances that I am going to wear. You know, focus on stuff you're really going to wear every day. All right, what's up next? Bella Vito Man Luxury. Goat Man and CEO Man. Now, CEO Man Intense is the one everybody really talks about. I'm looking forward to collecting probably maybe 60%, 70% of these fragrances. These things are dirt cheap online. And from what my research, from what I found out in India, these are like $5. But I mean, they tell you everything that's in there, man. You know, decent packaging on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm always just keeping my box. But Let's look at on, it says right here on the box, Eau de Perfume Concentration, crafted for men who mastered their craft and leaves a legacy. Opens with a refreshing touch of bergamot, lavender, and pepper, followed by a warm heart of patchouli and amber, finishing with vetiver. Right? And the goat, man, I mean, like I said, this is another one, just like with this one. When I smelt these right here, just gonna spray this on the box. As you can see, I've used almost half of that. And when this run out, I'm gonna get another one because it's that good. With a fragrance like this, man, whew, this thing is strong. I don't really care about like trying to be, you know, you want to make a good first impression. Don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not looking for a compliment. I just love the way this smells on me, man. I love the way this thing smells. This is wonderful. All right, you can get that from Burlington, $14.99. If you don't have anything in your collection, just a start. If you're looking for a starting place in your collection, man, just get you one of these. Honey Oud was in there. I might add that this weekend. But yeah, you're typically going to see these two in there. You're going to see CEO Man, you're going to see Goat Man, right? So let's get to my first unboxing, I guess, of the year on camera. Because usually I be done took these things out and sprayed them. But this is the first one I'm going to unbox right in front of you guys, right? This is Velveto Man, CEO Man. So, unboxing. See the packaging, same thing as the Goat one. Just the CEO Man on there. Right. Again, very nice bottle. Cap, plastic key, who cares? Who care about what's inside? So yeah, let's look at the notes. Let's talk about the notes before I spray this right here. And we're going to get ready to wrap this video up because I know most folks are asleep, but your boy up working, doing what I gotta do. And I was like, let me drop this video right quick on my pickups. And I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning, night, or day wherever you are. Thank you to everyone who is continuing to tap into my channel. It is a blessing that you guys tune in to see what little old me got to say. And I'm hoping that I'm helping you on your fragrance journey and your health journey with your fragrances are smelling good. Oh, man. Look, I don't got no skin in the game with none of these companies. I purchase all my own fragrances. I do my own reviews. You got to get this in your collection, man. You got to get this. I can smell it like all in the whole room. That's how good it smells. All right. Back to the last one. Main Accords. Again, citrus. Fresh, amber, woody, fresh, spicy, fruity, aromatic, green. All right. So that's what we're going for. All right. And this is the main reason why I chose this fragrance, and I looked this up. This is another one of those fragrances that is like a Swiss Army knife. It's like Bleu de Chanel. It's like Dior Sauvage, Elixir, whatever. Assad. I like Assad. You know, I'm giving you some alternatives. Even Sauvage EDT. You can wear this thing year round. All right. That's what Working Man Blue Collar Scents is about. Wanna help get things in your collection on a budget, but you ain't out here spending two. Ain't nothing wrong with spending that much money on one bottle if you want to. Me, I prefer, if I'm gonna buy, and I've said this in the past from other videos, if I'm gonna buy one niche or a name brand bottle, that means I've saved up for it and it's something that I really want and I'm gonna wear it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's, you want to get something that's going to make you stand out, something that's not redundant in your collection. This is a Swiss Army knife. Winter, spring, summer, fall, day or night. So like I said, that's one good thing about Fragnatica, man, is like you know what type of fragrance you got, man. This is a utility. You can use this anytime. All right. Top notes: citrus, apple, ginger. Middle, geranium, juniper, sage. All right. Some heavy bass notes in here, guys. Amber, woody, vetiver, cedar, and tonka bean. And talking about tonka bean, I am going to be talking about the House of Banana Republic next month. I'm going to be breaking down a lot of fragrances, and I'm going to talk about mostly anything I can get my hands on in that whole line. It's going to be nice as we get ready to go deeper in the spring, all right? But let's go ahead and get a couple of sprays. I can't wait to get the luxury, the CEO Man Intense. I can't wait to get that. Let's put some on skin right here. Put a little bit on the box, let it dry down just a little bit. Good atomizer. Ooh, man. I'm definitely getting some Blue de Chanel vibes from this thing, man. I don't know what other people get, but when this thing hit my nose, that's one thing I can think of. Blue de Chanel and not Sauvage, but definitely Blue de Chanel. Maybe a little bit of L'Homme Sport by Chanel. So, getting ready to end this video. But as you get on your fragrance journey, man, you'll start noticing different notes stand out to you in any fragrance that you buy, man, especially whatever your preference is. I like woody. I like some spicy. I like fresh. I like some sweetness. And sometimes I like stuff that's dark and bold, depending on what my setting is going to be, how I'm dressed, or where I'm going. But this right here, casual, sport. I wear this to the gym, whatever. I can do this every day. So yeah, man, that's it for my video. Thank you to all my subscribers again, because without y'all tuning in, wouldn't be no channel. Thank you. We on a fast, hard track to 50 subscribers. At 21, thank you to my new subscribers. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night. Be blessed.